Marauders are changing? What? Does this mean Marauders are finally better than KVK barbs and they're actually worth spending AP on? Let's find out if it's worth it, and let's get into the math. Before we start, hi, I'm Hallux and I do Rise of Kingdoms guides, and if you want to see more guides, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I also have a Discord server with the link in the description. It's pretty new, there's not many people on there. If you want to be one of the first to join, make sure you do so. So let's look at what actually changed with Marauders. Marauders now can drop crystals, and you drop the same crystals as barbs from level 41 to 44. And those level 41 to 45 barbs are this year. They drop a base of 400 crystals, which of course increase with your crystal tag. The same will also go for Marauder encampments. It also says defeating them will drop crystal items but will consume more AP. So Marauders will also then cost 60 AP. It's 80 base cost, 70 with peacekeeping, and then after you kill 5 it will be down to 60. So it's double the AP cost. And then I was wondering, do Marauders also drop these rewards of level 41 to 45 barbarians, or are all the other rewards the same? And I asked VIP support about this, and VIP support has basically told me that all the other rewards will stay the same. So what is essentially happening is when you attack a new Marauder, you will spend twice the AP than usual. You will get crystals of these barbarians, 400 base, which increases with tech. But the other rewards, the crystals, the gems, the speed ups and materials and resources, they're basically halved, because for every barbarian you kill, you spend twice the AP. So for like 500k AP or a million AP spent, you get half the total rewards because it's twice expensive. And you will also get half the pre-KVK points than you usually get, because they said all other rewards will stay the same. So you also get half the supply chests for the same AP. So now let's get into the math of these new Marauders and let's see if the change is actually worth it. At this point, I want to give a shout out to Amthala for sending me their data on over 16,000 barbarians from level 41 to 45 killed, so I can make an accurate comparison. Huge shout out and thank you very much for sending me this. So let's first start with the old Marauders, and we're going to compare 1 million AP spent on all of these. Now the old Marauders are 30 AP, but they give of course 0 crystals. They give 631 days from the barbarian drops and the supply chests. They give 51.86 legendary materials on average and 77,000 gems and 11.17 million individual credits. And these individual credits of course can be turned into plenty of teleports. There's 75 teleports if you buy the territory ones. This can also be 75 talent resets. This can be some speed ups. VIP points probably nobody's buying. This is like 5 civilization changes or almost 6. So 11 million alliance credits is not a bad thing. And then for the new Marauders, we'll take the crystals for barbs level 41 to 45 from Amthala's data. So this is 487.2 crystals per barb. But these barbs now also cost 60 AP. So while the new Marauders give over 8 million crystals for 1 million AP spent, the days and speed ups, the legendary materials, the gems and the individual credits are all halved because you spend twice the AP to kill the new Marauders. So what you're basically doing is you're trading 316 days of speed ups, 25.93 legendary materials, 38,500 gems and 5.585 million alliance credits for 8 million crystals. And I don't think that this is a good change, to be honest. Crystals are nice, but why give less rewards? You make the barbs cost more AP. I would either reduce the AP cost to normal, then they would give 60 million crystals for 1 million AP, so twice of KVK barbs, which doesn't really make sense. Or if you keep the same AP cost, so you get the same crystals as KVK barbs, at least double the other rewards, so you can still get the same rewards per AP and the crystals are additional. Now with the KVK barbs, and this is without chaining, so if you chain you can get more. Of course you can also chain Marauders. Of course when you have Marauders running around in the KVK and it's pre-KVK in your KVK, you're also gonna chain some Marauders, because if there's like a random Marauder here, you're just gonna chain these 2 barbs, go to the Marauder and then go to the next barb. So looking at the rewards KVK barbs give, it's the same crystals as the new Marauders, so also over 8 million crystals, 285 days of speed ups on average, so less speed ups than the new Marauders, but you get 164.06 legendary materials on average, which is crazy. Even this is triple the amount than the old Marauders, which includes the supply chests. The KVK barbs just give a crazy amount of materials. And by the way, the amount of materials from level 41 to 45 and 51 to 55 for barbarians is basically the same. So higher level barbarians don't give more speed ups. High level barbarians don't give more materials. They also don't give more speed ups. They do give more crystals. Basically the only thing that changes with higher level barbarians is the crystal output. The rest is pretty much the same. Also, the food, wood, stone and gold changes. Also the resources change, but those aren't very noteworthy. Then you get almost 42,000 gems with the KVK barbs, but you get 0 individual credits. And the difference from KVK barbs to new Marauders is a difference of 0 in crystals, because they drop the same crystals. It's 31 days more speed ups for the new Marauders. It's 138 more legendary materials for the KVK barbs, 3,000 more gems for the KVK barbs, and 5.6 million individual credits for the new Marauders. Now I think the legendary materials alone are enough to make KVK barbs the clear better option than the new Marauders, and they already were the better option than the old Marauders. So to conclude, I think the new Marauder change is not good, and they should increase all the other rewards of the Marauders too, to at least make them equivalent with KVK barbs, because keep in mind, the data I just showed you includes the supply chests already, because the individual credits only come from the supply chests. So they should rework this change again, I think. It's nice, they try to improve the Marauders, but I don't really think that this is an improvement, and I think they missed the mark on increasing the action points. I think that's really where they messed up. They should keep the action point the same, maybe give less crystals and KVK barbs if the AP is less, but at least per AP it should be same crystals, and then make it so the speed ups and materials and gems are also comparable. So that's it for the video. Thank you all for watching. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on this, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.